there are towns in America right now where your rent costs less than your car payment. Sounds impossible, right? While millions of Americans are handing over $2,000 a month just to sleep in a cramped studio apartment, a handful of overlooked towns are offering full-sized apartments, houses with yards, and real breathing room, all for under $800 a month. And no, these aren't ghost towns in the middle of nowhere. They've got jobs, hospitals, parks, and communities that actually feel like home. So buckle up, because we're about to count down 10 US towns where rent is so cheap, it genuinely feels unreal. Number 10. Kokomo, Indiana. Let's kick things off with a town that makes you double-check the listing price. Kokomo, Indiana, where apartments go for $650 to $850, and full single-family homes regularly rent for $900 to $1,200. In a country where people are paying half their income just to live in a closet-sized studio, Kokomo gives you space, comfort, and breathing room without draining your bank account. So why is it so affordable? One word: stability. Kokomo has deep roots in manufacturing, especially automotive. Stellantis, formerly Chrysler, along with Haynes International, anchors the economy here. These aren't flashy Silicon Valley jobs, but they offer solid wages, predictable schedules, and long-term security, the kind of stability that keeps an entire community grounded. Healthcare is also a major employer, with Ascension St. Vincent and Community Howard Regional Health providing both jobs and reliable medical access. For retirees and remote workers, Kokomo is a hidden gem. The cost of living sits around 25% below the national average, so pensions, savings, and online incomes stretch a whole lot further. You're also only about an hour from Indianapolis if you ever need specialist care or big city amenities. And here's what surprises most people. Kokomo is greener than you'd expect. Highland Park, Jackson Morrow Park, and the Wildcat Creek trails make the city feel open and refreshing. Summers are warm but pleasant, fall is beautiful, and winters are manageable. Everything you need, groceries, restaurants, banks, gyms, is within 10 minutes. That's the kind of convenience most big city renters can only dream of. Number 9. Gadsden, Alabama. Now let's head south to a place where affordable living feels completely natural, not forced. In Gadsden, Alabama, apartments go for $550 to $700, and small houses rent for $850 to $1,000. That makes it one of the best value cities in the entire Southeast. But here's the thing that really sets Gadsden apart. It's gorgeous. Located right on the Coosa River, the city has waterfront views, fishing spots, miles of green space, and the spectacular Nakalula Falls. It feels like a slice of Tennessee or North Carolina, without the price tag. Hiking, picnics, and weekend nature outings become part of your regular routine here. The job market is diverse enough to keep things stable. Healthcare through Gadsden Regional and Riverview Medical Center, education, light manufacturing, and small business services all keep the economy humming. It's not a booming market, but it's reliable. And that's exactly what keeps housing affordable. Remote workers especially love it here because you can rent a bigger place with a home office, a yard, and still have room left in your budget every month. A few trade-offs? Wages can run lower than average. Some neighborhoods feel older, and summers get humid. Classic Alabama weather. But if you want natural beauty, friendly neighbors, and rent that lets you actually breathe, Gadsden delivers that in spades. It's affordable living done right. Number 8. Decatur, Illinois. Okay, here's a Midwest sleeper that most people completely overlook, until they actually visit. Then the affordability and comfort hit like a pleasant surprise. Decatur, Illinois, where apartments run $500 to $750 and houses rent for $850 to $1,100. Those aren't typos. Those are real, verified prices in today's wild economy. Decatur's economy is anchored by agriculture, processing, manufacturing, and logistics. ADM, Archer Daniels Midland, has a strong local presence, alongside Caterpillar and several hospital systems. These employers keep the job market stable without attracting the kind of high-pressure demand that spikes rent through the roof. Healthcare is actually one of Decatur's biggest strengths. Decatur Memorial Hospital and HSHS St. Mary's Hospital serve the entire region, meaning residents get full-service medical care right in town. Specialists are accessible, and wait times are usually shorter than in big metros, a huge advantage for seniors or anyone with ongoing health needs. And then there's Lake Decatur, the city's centerpiece. Boating, fishing, trails, and stunning sunset views. All right in the middle of town. Millikan University brings culture, sports, concerts, and a youthful energy that keeps things from ever feeling stale. Groceries, utilities, insurance. Everything costs noticeably less than national averages. Want to eat out? You won't break the bank. Need a bigger home? You can actually afford one here. For everyday comfort, Decatur over-delivers in ways that'll genuinely surprise you. Number 7. Parkersburg, West Virginia. Now here's a town that offers something increasingly rare in modern America. Genuine peace, paired with rents that feel almost fictional. Parkersburg, West Virginia, where apartments fall between $600 and $800, and full houses rent for $900 to $1,200. For anyone fleeing high-cost East Coast metros, Parkersburg feels like stepping into a completely different financial reality. Jobs here are steady. Healthcare, energy, education, and small manufacturing form the backbone. Camden Clark Medical Center is the area's major healthcare hub, employing thousands and delivering reliable medical services. The economy isn't chasing massive growth, but it delivers consistency. And consistency keeps rent in check. But here's the real surprise. The scenery. Parkersburg sits between two rivers surrounded by rolling Appalachian hills. Blennerhassett Island, accessible by sternwheeler boat, is one of the most charming weekend destinations you'll find anywhere in the eastern United States. Outdoor lovers get easy access to hiking, fishing, cycling trails, and the natural beauty of the Ohio Valley. The community vibe is warm and welcoming. People actually talk to their neighbors. Small businesses greet customers by name. Local festivals bring everyone together. It's the kind of place where your dollar stretches far and your stress levels drop even further. Number 6. Waterloo, Iowa. Waterloo is one of those cities that surprises people in the best way possible. You expect a typical quiet Midwestern town, but Waterloo has its own personality. A mix of affordability, convenience, and community spirit that makes everyday life smoother than you'd expect. Most apartments fall in the $650 to $900 range, with larger rentals between $1,000 and $1,250. The job market here runs deep. John Deere remains the city's largest employer, offering stable manufacturing and engineering jobs. Healthcare also plays a major role, with Mercy One and Unity Point hospitals providing both employment and reliable medical care for residents. A growing number of logistics, food production, and service jobs keep the economy balanced, without the kind of population surges that send rent skyrocketing. One of Waterloo's most underrated strengths is lifestyle. The Cedar Valley Trail system offers miles of biking and walking routes. The River Loop District brings new restaurants, art spaces, and waterfront activities that give the city a refreshing modern energy. Families love the parks, splash pads, community festivals, and low-cost weekend outings. Daily expenses, groceries, utilities, insurance, entertainment, all well below national averages. And because traffic is light, commutes rarely exceed 15 minutes. That alone is worth its weight in gold. For a lot of families, that extra time is priceless. And if you're still watching, that tells me you're serious about finding affordable places to live in America. So make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Because we're about to reveal the top 5, and trust me, these towns get even more unbelievable. Number 5. Joplin, Missouri. Joplin is a city that instantly feels comfortable. It's got that classic Route 66 charm mixed with a modern small city energy, and the rent is impressively affordable. Most apartments run $600 to $850, and full houses fall between $900 and $1,200. That makes Joplin one of the most cost-friendly cities in the entire central U.S. A big part of that affordability comes from Joplin's steady, diverse job market. Freeman Health System and Mercy Hospital anchor the healthcare sector, employing thousands and offering excellent medical access. Education, logistics, food services, and small manufacturing round out the economy. There's no runaway inflation, no rapid population spikes, just stable, manageable growth that keeps housing costs grounded. Joplin's environment is greener than people expect. Wildcat Glades Conservation Area, Cunningham Park, and Shoal Creek offer easily accessible outdoor escapes. The downtown has been steadily modernizing with new coffee shops, art galleries, boutiques, and breweries, all without losing the city's historic personality. Events like Third Thursday bring the community together with live music, food, and art. For retirees and remote workers, Joplin is especially appealing. Healthcare is top tier for a city its size. Local businesses remember your name, neighbors check in on each other, and the general vibe is warm and relaxed. Number 4. Lawton, Oklahoma. Lawton might be one of the most unexpectedly affordable cities in the entire country. Apartments here typically cost $550 to $800, and full-sized houses rent for $900 to $1,200. It's a place where your budget finally feels manageable, where you can afford a comfortable home, save money, and still enjoy weekend outings without worrying about your bank account. The reason? Fort Sill, one of the largest military installations in the country. That base creates a steady flow of jobs in security, administration, training, logistics, healthcare, and education. The military presence also supports countless local businesses, restaurants, stores, repair shops, medical clinics, which further stabilizes the entire job market. For civilians, that means consistent employment and an economy that doesn't boom or bust unpredictably. But here's what makes Lawton truly unique: the landscape. The Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge is just minutes away, offering hikes, lakes, bison sightings, rock climbing, wildlife photography, and some of the most jaw-dropping sunsets you'll ever see. Residents spend weekends exploring trails, fishing, picnicking, or just enjoying scenic drives. Everyday life is simple and affordable. Groceries, utilities, transportation, and insurance all sit well below national averages. There's also a growing local food scene with barbecue spots, diners, and family-owned restaurants that'll keep your taste buds happy without emptying your wallet. Number 3. Wichita Falls, Texas. Wichita Falls delivers everything people love about Texas: space, friendliness, sunshine, but without the big city price tag. Rent here lands between $650 and $900 for apartments, and $1,000 to $1,300 for full houses. For anyone used to Austin, Dallas, or Houston prices, Wichita Falls feels like stepping into a completely different financial dimension. Shepherd Air Force Base is the city's economic anchor, supporting thousands of civilian and military jobs in aviation, training, administration, and logistics. That steady employment base fuels the entire local economy without creating housing shortages. Healthcare is another major strength, with United Regional Healthcare System offering excellent medical services for a city this size. Wichita Falls also has a surprisingly fun lifestyle. Downtown is lined with murals, BBQ spots, antique stores, and small-town bakeries where the staff knows everyone by name. Families love Lucy Park with its trails, pond, picnic areas, and iconic swinging bridge. Outdoor lovers take day trips to Lake Arrowhead for hiking, fishing, and wildlife viewing. The city also hosts the Hotter 'n Hell 100, one of the largest cycling events in the country, which brings in visitors and energy without overcrowding the place. Summers can get brutally hot, sure, but with rent this low, you can afford to crank that AC all day long and still come out way ahead financially. Number 2. Youngstown, Ohio. Youngstown has become almost famous online for one simple reason: rent so low it looks like a typo. Clean apartments here go for $450 to $650. Whole houses with garages and yards? $700 to $900. In a world where rents skyrocket every single year, Youngstown remains one of the last truly affordable American cities. The city's affordability stems from a major economic shift decades ago. Youngstown's steel industry collapse led to population decline, leaving behind far more housing than people. But here's the part most outsiders don't realize. The economy today is far more diversified and stable. The city has rebuilt itself around healthcare, logistics, education, and service industries. Mercy Health and Youngstown State University are major employers, and a growing tech logistics corridor along the interstate is bringing new opportunities every year. Youngstown is also greener and more scenic than most people expect. Mill Creek Park is one of the largest metropolitan parks in the entire country. And now, the #1 spot. The town where rent is so low, it honestly feels like you've traveled back in time. Number 1. Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Pine Bluff is one of the most extreme examples of low-cost living anywhere in America. Here, it's completely normal to find $400 to $650 apartments and $700 to $900 houses, even in decent neighborhoods. Someone moving here from a big city would genuinely feel like they stepped inside a time machine, because the rent resembles early 2000s prices. Why so cheap? Pine Bluff has faced long-term population decline, leaving more housing supply than active renters. When supply stays high and demand stays low, prices drop. Which town on this list surprised you the most? And would you actually consider moving to any of them? Drop your answer in the comments right now. I read every single one. If this video opened your eyes to affordable living options you didn't even know existed, smash that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another video. We're constantly bringing you the best hidden gems across America that can genuinely change your financial future. Until next time, spend smart, live well, and never ever overpay for rent again. Peace.